What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Nick for your thoughts here, and welcome to episode 15, my top 5 movies. So, yesterday I did a lot of recording, and this is bad, so I'm gonna redo all of it. And on top of that, top 10 list, easy was over a 30-minute video, so I said, oh god. I don't want anyone to sit through that, especially watching me for over 30 minutes. I feel that'd be painful. So, I'm gonna make a top 5 list of my favorite movies. Some things about me is that I'm pretty weird, and my taste in movies might show you that as well. And obviously, I highly recommend you watch all these movies if you can. Except I would put money that 99% will not watch these movies at all, ever in their life. So yeah, let's start my top 5 list.
Gonna have to face it, you're addicted to love. You see the sign.
Movies by a director named Gaspar Noé, and the entire premise of the movie is that a man and a woman are in a relationship, and they want to kind of spark something new in the relationship. So
You can't sleep.
the boyfriend suggests a threesome, and his girlfriend is down. And what happens is they find out that there's a neighbor girl across their building that is potentially the best person for a threesome. So you talk to her, get to know her, they all get high together, then they'll have a threesome. Amazing, right? Great movie. But this is where the drama happens. Once the girlfriend is out, the guy sees the neighbor girl again, he's like, yo, what's up? And sleeps with her without his girlfriend. And unfortunately gets her pregnant. If you have a threesome with someone, don't sleep with that person by yourself. It breaks the rules, even though I don't know about it because I'm a repressed Indian kid, but that's beside the point. I know there's certain decorums you can't break. Now, that dude's girlfriend finds out that the neighbor girl's pregnant, starts blowing up on him, hates everything about him, and leaves.
Your throat is tight. You can't.
And pretty much the whole entire pretty much the whole entire movie is about him reminiscing about his ex and how much he hates his life now because he messed up so much because he dealt with his dick. Yeah. The movie is awesome. I absolutely love it. And you can tell that I'm a sexually deprived fiend because I watch movies like this, where you watch sex on screen. Even though it's art, it's not porn. Yeah, very well shot. This movie, I think this movie gives a good example of what love is and how love could be the most dangerous drug. And also how love is irrational. So if you try putting a mind frame of rationalizing a lot of situations, you can. And even if you try to, your heart will win overall sometimes. I think it's a good premise. Some of the negatives of the movie might be that it could come off as misogynistic to some people. I don't think it is. I don't find it is. But for the few that I've showed it to, they found a misogynist perspective with the guy. But the guy's a douche, and he's pretentious because he's a film student. So either way, oh, that's sick. Oh my god. This looks so cool on camera. So, number 4. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This movie, I would never recommend to anyone to ever watch it. I love it, but if anyone saw this movie, they'd judge the shit out of me and be confused and might report me to the cops. Just saying. So this movie, number 4, is Miss Violence.
End of love.
This is a Greek movie that came out 2013, and what a crazy movie. So the whole entire starting with the movie, the idea behind the movie is this. Not the idea, but let's talk about what actually, like, what's the premise of the movie. So the movie starts off with a happy Greek family that is celebrating a girl's 11th birthday. And near the end of her party, before the cake comes out, you see the girl walk out on the ledge and sit on top of the ledge and smile at the camera and jumps off the ledge and kills herself.
In Babylon.
Yeah, crazy, right? And they show her body and everything. Explicit movie, so yeah, very explicit movie. Everything is very explicit in this whole movie. But obviously you're probably thinking, but why does she commit suicide? And she's 11. And with the smile on her face, what's happening? I know. That was exactly my thoughts when it happened, because I literally screamed at the television saying, like, what the fuck am I watching? Now, after that, what occurs is that the movie has a very interesting way of presenting it. So, obviously you know that you are the audience, correct? So the movie's portrayed in a way where it keeps you fixated on certain shots. And it doesn't, and if the shot goes out of frame, the shot stays out of frame. So it basically says that you're the audience, and because you're sitting down, we're going to place the camera as if you're sitting down watching it through a third-person perspective and not see everything how they see it. And kind of shows stuff that can happen behind closed doors. And that's kind of what the movie hints at throughout the whole movie. Pretty much saying that, hey, this family seems so normal on the outside, but every single day we're going to reveal a little bit more to you until the ending of the movie. And the ending's mental. The positives of the movie is that you shouldn't be taking it very literally, because if you do, then you're just watching a very sick, nasty movie. But the movie kind of stands for an allegory on how Germany represses Greece, and how when it comes to the ideas of their taxes and Greek paying German taxes and whatnot, and how the Greeks are unable to do it. So it kind of goes off that strain. If you want to do more research on how Germany is screwing over Greece, enjoy your research. So, this is the only positive movie that I have on this whole list. And this is my number 3. What can I say about this movie? It's called It's Such a Beautiful Day. And yes, today as well is a very beautiful day. I'm so obsessed over this. I think this would be sick. So yes, It's Such a Beautiful Day is about a stick figure named Bill, where he is dying of an ailment that he doesn't understand. And we're kind of living through his life and through his perspective, where the first half of the movie is kind of understanding Bill and seeing the chaos that's happening, and the second half is watching him slowly die. Sounds morbid, but surprisingly isn't. It's very hard to describe. I feel like it's a movie that you need to watch, because the way I'm describing it makes it sound super depressing. And like, it is, but it isn't. Because here's the thing, I don't cry in movies. Ever. That's not my thing. It's not that I don't want to. I try watching movies to cry, but I physically can't. But, like, mind you, I've seen Grave of the Fireflies. Yes, that made me tear up, but not, like, hysterically cry. I've seen Bambi. It's trash. Seen Dumbo. Not that good. Not emotional at all. I've seen, like, Wolf Children. Not that sad. It's whatever. Very mediocre movie. What other movies are sad? Regardless, I've seen a lot of sad movies, and I'll give you a list of my top favorite sad movies of all time. Now, this movie, the way that it portrays itself, and how the movie expresses the concept of life and how you should be loving life. This movie takes the cake and makes me cry. And not just makes me, it's made me cry every single time I've ever seen the movie. I've watched it, I think, 6 or 7 times, and I've cried 6 or 7 times. And this movie really makes you appreciate what you have and makes you understand how wonderful and beautiful the world can be. I know it sounds cheesy, but this is one movie that gets it right and doesn't get too corny. And one of the biggest things about this as well is when I was in a bad state of mind and whenever I dealt with someone leaving me, a breakup, a really bad moment in my life, dealing with high anxiety, depressed states, stuff like that, even though I don't have depression, but I've had states. This movie kind of brought me back into reality and brought me back in a more positive way. I don't know. This movie is really special, and I think if anyone's ever going through a bad moment in their life, this movie will kind of pick it up and make their lives a little bit better, because this movie makes, let's say, grass look greener, trees look brighter, the sun look shinier. I know I'm getting really corny, but this is how the movie makes me feel. Number 2. I'm gonna like put a 2 or something here, make it look super cool, though I'm not cool. But yeah. Number 2 is 120 Days of Sodom. Frickin' nasty movie. It's so nasty, it can make you throw up. Now, 120 Days of Sodom is about these fascist rulers in Italy who are buying up children, kind of like livestock, and pretty much takes them into their giant mansion for their own sexual pleasures and acts. So what's being done in this movie is basically, this movie takes part in 3 acts, and each act gets progressively grosser and grosser. And these acts are demonstrated by the fascist rulers themselves, who instill stories to get the other fascist leaders or other fascist captives, not captives, gets the fascist leaders horny, and they use the captives as a way of getting themselves turned on. It's a very weird movie. Don't take it literally, because if you take it literally, you'll get nothing out of it. If you take it in the sense of what this movie represents, this movie is very anti-capitalist, and the people are like demonstrated as livestock. When it comes to the concepts of like money and power, it takes a very anti-capitalistic perspective, saying, hey, this isn't how it should work, and this is what capitalists do. They treat people like nothing. And the movie really demonstrates that well. And honestly, one of the most powerful movies that I've seen when it comes to being anti-capitalist and talking about the ideas on why capitalism is bad and how they treat their people. Very interesting movie. This came out in 1975, and it was a very critical movie of the times in Italy, and also critical of the times of what America was doing. Sick movie. I can go into more detail on it, but I really don't feel like it. But movie is top notch, nasty as shit. I'm saying shit a lot, and you'll figure out why if you watch the movie. And yeah, I don't expect you to watch this ever, because most people don't. But if you do, enjoy. Now, my number one. Need to get settled for this. My movie is Eyes Wide Shut.
It's only a dream.
If that worked out, great. Eyes Wide Shut is my number one favorite movie of all time. And it's wild. Some people might think it's slow paced, but they don't get it then. They don't get it. Eyes Wide Shut is about Tom Cruise, a man named Bill, is having a conversation with his wife in which he says that he's never afraid of his wife cheating on him because he thinks that women are incapable of having cheating thoughts or are incapable of cheating on men because that's not how they're programmed. And Nicole Kidman, his wifey, drops a mind bomb in his brain and makes it blow up. And basically says, nah, I've thought about cheating on you and I even had the opportunity, so let that sink in and smoke that pipe. So, Tom Cruise, confused as hell, and now is tormented by the fact that his wife dropped his bombshell on him, is now walking through the night trying to find a sexual experience to kind of get back at his wife.
Soldiers to walk away.
But while he's doing this, it turns into a mystery movie, and every encounter that he has reveals more and more of the night, and all of a sudden brings him to a sex orgy party.
You ever try with all your heart and soul to get your lover back to you?
Yeah. He finds an underground sex orgy party where there are masks, elites, all these people, and it's like, what's going on? I need to put like explosions. I don't want to do that yet, but the whole entire movie, a lot of people say, and because I believe in the, you know what I mean, Illuminati. A lot of people said the director Stanley Kubrick, as he made this last film of his, and he actually died 2 days before they put it out, if I'm not mistaken. This movie, people say that this was the reveal that the Illuminati exists and that they're hiding underneath our noses and they're ruling everyone and everything. And throughout my research in this movie, you can actually see a lot of correlations between the Illuminati with some of the scenes in this movie, how they can manipulate the news, how they can kill someone off who said too much and get away with everything. Yeah. So if you want to see a movie that's possibly Illuminati based, or if you want to see a movie that's going to be super interesting, that your brain and whoever sits next to you's brain join together and embark on this journey of epicness, I highly recommend it. The positives makes you think a lot. Every single scene has a different concept. Colors in this movie are very crucial, and you need to notice them and what they mean. You'll learn more about that if you watch the movie or do research. And the negatives are, it might be slow paced for some people. I find it interesting as hell, but a lot of people couldn't get past the first 30 minutes for some reason, and they left the room when I showed it to them. So if you have the courage to watch this movie, then you should have the courage to stay and finish the movie. And yeah, don't skip around. If you want to watch a sex orgy, go for it, but I feel like you could just watch porn for that. Yeah. This one is meant for exploring the mind, showing the deviousness of the underground, of the elites. Super fast. So, So as you could tell by my movie list, I might be weirder than you think. Nerdier? I don't know, but I am a nerd, but yeah, weirder. I watch super weird movies. I enjoy super weird movies. I don't think they're weird, but a lot of people at face glance would think they're very weird. Yeah. I dare any of you to watch these movies because I think you'll learn something and have fun with it. The movie more so that I'd love for you guys to watch would be It's Such a Beautiful Day, because I think it could bring new perspective in your life and you wouldn't even realize it. That's how powerful a movie I think it is. Besides that, Eyes Wide Shut, I imagine you to watch it with your significant other, because that's what I plan on doing in the future when I get one and I'm not alone. Yeah, I'm not going to dwell on that anymore. Let's see. Miss Violence, if you want to scare someone into watching something really wild, that's what I did. And yeah, he was very confused when he finished watching the movie. What else? I'd say watch the movie Love with a significant other, I think. And I don't know, I might put you in the... Yeah. And 120 Days of Sodom. If you know the comedian Bill Hader, that's one of his favorite movies, and he agrees with me. You should watch it out for a date night video. So next person I take out, I'm about to show that movie to and see what happens. She's probably gonna run off and never talk to me again and might call the cops on me, but it's okay. I did nothing wrong. The movie's great. Okay, I might not show it to her. I'd have to lock it down before I do that, or else she might actually call the cops on me. Because the movie's that disturbing. Oh god. This is taking a dark turn, but yeah, so peace.